show them skills. Yeah, how about it? How about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch it, skirt the lot. Go ahead, jump it, how about it? How about it? Rep for your bro, for your post, department, your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Look how far we coming. Heartbeat for the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend. Sweet, this sugar, one man army, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, damn it out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. Strap in. This will be a good one. 2 one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
What's that? Look at it.
Crunch time, defense.
Hey!
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Great.
Check 55 for Mike. Check 55 for Mike. Man, I got you.
Here's Newton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Gun.
From the gun, here's Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now it's Jackson. And an alley to run. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
at the 36-yard line.
50 seconds to Mike. Here it comes, here it comes.
50 seconds. Mike, 50 seconds.
Let's go, Heavy.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here we go, here we go. They can't hang with us. Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. Go. That's mine. I got him. I got him.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Boom, boom. Get the weight with it.
57. Mike, 57.
Go, go. No. Hey. Check, 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 check.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Hey, switch hands here.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a loose football. And the Bengals grab it. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the 1st down carry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Mike 58 right there. Come on,
Great game.
58, Mike. Watch the run. They're running.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Newton is going to fire one, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Mixon. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Newton buying time to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous. Mike's 57. 57's Mike. Check back. Chance. Yo, motion. Hey, check motion.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big play that time for the Ravens. 49 yards.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Give them maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Being chased out left. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. The dump-off gets him only 1, and now you're looking at a 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
To throw on third down, Jackson. Flushed out right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Miles Boykin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening, but they found the opening and exploited it.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Newton. Forced out to his left. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again, Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And you can't say enough about our man making the interception right there, Brandon. It's his 12th year in the league, and you told me before the game that he still got it, and he does. What a play that was to come away with the football.
You better bring it. I'm letting you know right. Check 52.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tim Williams. What a sensational effort. That's going to be a loss of 20. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He got him a big chunk of that yardage back, but even with that effort, it'll still be 3rd and long. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Ravens on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 14. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
A 62-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And, Charles, when you start talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is, but how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that range? That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
58, right there. Mike, 58, right there. Go! 58, boys, 58, 58, Mike. That's it. 58's the Mike.
Here's Newton going deep downfield for Ross. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, his 4th touchdown on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
50, up, go. 57's the Mike.
Now Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
They had enough yards for the 1st down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No 1st down.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing is Newton. Got a man open. It's Ross. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now it's Newton. Letting one go. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. In for the score as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Here we go. At their own 26-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And some room to work. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Play action. It's Jackson. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Check Mike 57. Mike 57. Watch the slant.
Jackson now to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hayden Hurst, his first touchdown on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. 17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Steps away to his left. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Joe Mixon. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with Mixon. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. The 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, as the first half is winding down, as they have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
He's got his man. It's Andrews. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Let's go, defense.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson looking left sideline, incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, and we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. Here we go. Here we go.
57. Mike, 57.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Under the category of obvious, you hate giving up a 1st down on 3rd and long. And somehow he finds his way downfield and picks it up.
Yeah, if you look at the coverage defensively, oh, this is great, but no one accounted for him at the quarterback spot.
At some point, you actually have to tackle him and get him on the ground short of the 1st down marker.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch.
Getting out a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Even. 4 down. Even.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. His throw caught right around the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Mark 55! Mark 55! Yeah.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton, he's going to rifle on deep left side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Mike 20. I'm coming after you. Check 8.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
This is fielded at the 27. A nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that doesn't...
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Tucker with the extra point, and that will tie us at 24. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
55, mark, 55. Guys, game situation. Let's go. 55.
Out of the gun, Newton. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A big play there. 77 yards. As his guys have now moved out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drives exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Now a handoff looking right. The 20. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now they try the right side here. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
They begin with a run by Mixon. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
There's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Yeah, let's get set lunch. Hey, check mine. 20. Watching your phone. 8. Therapy after this. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Throwing on third down, Newton. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
He's got daylight. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 89 yards. As they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Tucker now for the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Great. Show it up.
The shotgun snap for Newton. Open man is Ross, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
First down, Bengals.
Newton now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10.
55. Hey, eat. Watch the screen. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55.
From the gun, here's Newton. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Now a handoff looking right. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. First and 10 at the 18.
Hey, it's on. Check 26, check 26. Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. Go. Watch the pass. 57's the Mike. Watch 57.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
And now he'll tuck it and run. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Now they try the right side here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game.
Mike 57, Mike 57.
From the gun, Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10.
Mike 27, Mike, go. Mike 27. I know he ain't got it.
Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Mike 27. Hey, I'm coming. Hey, check Mike 27.
Now Jackson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The sack by Jordan Willis.
Well, enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Throwing is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. This will be caught by Brown. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He'll run it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Mike, 58, right there.
Gun.
58, boy, 58, Mike. Check right. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike.
Newton. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Great.
Now Newton. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. He's hit on his one earlier attempt tonight, but this a little more pressure-packed for the win. So it was the defense that jumped, and that'll move them 5 yards closer.
I wonder how they did it. I wonder if they twitched a little bit up front, a little subtle head movement that the officials didn't detect, but they got it done. Now they're 5 yards closer for their field goal attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends. And
that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the